Okay, there was one more before the Alaska. Who was that? Okay, Alaska 2505. It'll be same thing for you, just different arrival. Advise you to copy.
Alright, copy, Alaska.
Alaska 2505, clear to Los Angeles Airport for departure. Seal event transition. J104. And direct Eastwood. Bruin to arrival. Maintain 17,000. Expect flight level 340. 1 minute after departure. Departure this frequency. Squawk 0771.
Initial final.
That was 1075. Wind calm from we said the last thing they know. Alaska 2505, 17,000 initial.
Thank you. Clear to Los Angeles, be able for departure and transition. Juliet 104, Messi direct Eastwood going to arrival. Departure your frequency squawk 0771 and initial climb will be 17,000. Alaska 2505.
Alaska 12.
Green control short direction. Runway 12, 30 slow. Jeep of runway 321. Taxiway Foxtrot 5 closed. Taxiway golf between G1 and East closed. The 10 and the 11 standby on initial contact. You have information Sierra. Albuquerque International Sun Airport negative information Sierra 23520 Zulu. West 230 at 5. Visibility 10. View 12 at 20 south. Ceiling 25 south Brook. Temperature 12. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3019er. Arrival is expected to approach runway 8. Runway 3. RFP approach available upon request. Departing runway 8. Carrier is expected to depart 8 degrees. 12500 feet available. Advise if unable. RFK Hertz or beeps on these notices to air mission. Runway 12, 30 closed. Taxiway hotel closed. Taxiway Island 1 and 8 will close. Taxiway Island closed between Oak and 8 will. Green control short direction. Runway 12, 30 closed. Jeep on runway 321. Taxiway Foxtrot 5 closed. Taxiway golf between G1 and East closed.
Visual 7 right here, 8. American 1201, you're next. Give me just a minute. Southwest 1075, radar con.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to VFR. Today, we are here on the ground in Albuquerque, continuing Transcon 22. Called a couple audibles today. But we're going to be taking this trusty 866 Tango Whiskey from Albuquerque International Airport out to the west in Flagstaff. So, just getting all our pre-flight prep going. We got the ATIS at Albuquerque. We do have Albuquerque Center online, which is good. Let's grab the VATSIM ATIS in text form. So thank you all for coming along. And this is what I think is going to be the penultimate leg of Transcon 22. We will see, but we are back in the 310R. Trying to close this one out. Albuquerque information. Tango is what they're... Maybe that just updated. Tango 2352 Zulu. Not really. Wind 230 at 5. 10 service miles looks good. 3019 altimeter. Okay. And they're running departing 8. Runway 8. So, let's talk through the flight planning real quick before we get back online. And do that. Let's put up Sim Toolkit Pro. So we're here at Albuquerque. Albuquerque Sunport. We arrived over the mountains on our last flight a couple weeks ago. And we're going to be departing the Charlie, the Albuquerque class Charlie, out to the west. Basically flying direct to the Gallup VOR here on 115.1. Roughly following still the interstate, if we need a visual reference. And then eventually we'll get to Winslow here, and then finally on to Flagstaff, which is a towered airport. So if Center's still online, we'll talk to them then too. We'll see if they want to give us flight following or not. So that's the route. Pretty straightforward as far as we're concerned. A lot of windows up. So I hope you all are doing well today. Happy New Year. And yeah, hopefully having a good start to 2023. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all of our covers and stuff. Close our baggage door, load up passengers, nose baggage, rear baggage. And I'll just refill the tanks. That should be good. Now we are going to have to be going pretty high today. We're going to end up cruising around 10,000 feet. Should be good. Let's get back onto center.
Nomadic 691, cleared visual approach, runway 7 right.
Cleared the visual 7 right, I'm at 691.
So we're at ABQ.
Waiting on a clearance.
Southwest 300, clearance to LA, please.
Yep.
When I affirm it, ready for clearance to LA as well.
And then Flagstaff.
Everyone going to Los Angeles, if you file the Bruin to arrival, it'll be much quicker. Southwest 300, Albuquerque Center, cleared to the Los Angeles Airport, Burrow 4 departure, Gila Bend transition, J104, Messy, direct Eastwood, Bruin.
Let it think about it a little bit.
Maintain 17,000, expect flight level 300 in 10, departure this frequency, squawk 0716.
Sounds like there might be some kind of an
To Los Angeles, Burrow 4, Gila Bend.
event, maybe a streamer. Who knows?
Direct Eastwood, Burrow 2, 17,000 initial climb out 3.
They're not adding any of my waypoints.
0716 and squawk.
Southwest 300, reback correct, runway 11 left, advise ready for taxi.
I mean, we don't really need it. It's fine.
Southwest 300.
American 1201, reback correct, runway 11 left, advise ready for taxi with Juliet.
8 Romeo Whiskey is ready to copy when you get a sec.
8 Romeo Whiskey, you're number 2. Give me just a sec. Pilot Club 410, radar contact, say altitude.
Pilot Club 410 at 3,800.
So most of this traffic looks like it's coming out of Phoenix.
Roger, resume on navigation to gateway and altitude is your discretion.
On navigation, altitude, our discretion. Pilot Club 410, thanks.
American 8054, cross runway 7 left at Foxtrot 8, taxi to parking via Echo Tango Charlie.
Citation 3, tankers ready.
Bress, welcome. Thanks for coming along.
Citation 38 Tango, wind 2.
Thanks for joining us today.
8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8, 38 Tango.
American 8054, cross runway 7 left at Foxtrot 8, taxi to parking via Echo Tango.
It kind of stinks that the VORs aren't going to work, but let's get this in. 115.1. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. All right, so we're VFR. Let me refresh. Today we are Twin Cessna 866 Tango Whiskey. We're looking for VFR departure westbound.
Delta 3887.
Altimeter, I can.
First message. You're cleared to the Los Angeles airport via Burrow 4 departure, Gila Bend transition, then as filed. Maintain 17,000.
And we have full tanks. We should be just fine.
Correction 40010 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency.
Flight time today should just be about an hour and 40 minutes.
Nomadic 691, wind calm, runway 7 right, clear to land.
7 right, clear to land, Nomadic 691.
3 Tango Charlie, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
Ready for
Honda Jet 8, Romeo Whiskey, clearance available.
Ready to copy, and if you want to send me PDC, that's fine too.
Unfortunately, no PDC at Flagstaff. Pilot Club 410, radar service terminated, contact Gateway Tower 120.6.
Radar service terminated over the gateway, Pilot Club 410, thanks.
3 Tango Charlie, we're midfield.
3 Tango Charlie, runway 25 left, cleared for the option.
So for the option, runway 25 left.
American 1164 descend via the Hyder 1, runway 7 right, transition, Phoenix altimeter 3009er.
Descend via the Hyder 1.
Thank you all for coming along and just joining us. We are
1160.
on the ground here at Albuquerque.
1075, you gotta get permission before you use sim rate. Resume normal.
We're gonna have to
Los Angeles Center 135.55.
wait for things to cool off a little bit here.
Time to turn it off. Contact Los Angeles Center, Southwest 1075.
No
Ready
problem.
for the action, United 344, information Mike.
United 344, runway 7 left, taxi via Echo.
I mean, Phoenix has
9344.
Southwest
13
867,
departures.
Continue via Sierra and Echo.
Continue via Sierra, Echo, Southwest 867.
Which is a lot to manage.
Honda Jet 8 Romeo Whiskey cleared to the Echo Foxtrot Delta Airport, Flagstaff 1 departure. Oats transition, then as filed. Maintain 1-2000. Expect flight level 410, 3 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 0732.
Flagstaff 1, Oats as filed, 1241, with you 07328 Romeo Whiskey.
8 Romeo Whiskey, read back correct. The wind is 230 at 12, altimeter 3021, advised ready for taxi, runway 21.
Wilco 8 Romeo Whiskey.
Citation 38 Tango, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 320, say altitude leaving.
Citation 38 Tango is passing through 9,200 and quick to climb up to 320, 3 Tango.
United 1486, wind calm, runway 7 left. Actually, you know what? I got someone that's been holding short for a while. November 90283 Juliet, turn right heading 140, runway 7 right, cleared for takeoff.
Turn right, heading 140, clear for takeoff, runway 7 right for 83 Juliet.
And Center, Alaska 2505, requesting taxi.
United 1486, runway 7 left, line up and wait.
So we'll start the clock too. If we're not off by 8, I think we'll disconnect and just fly it.
Southwest 2077, if you're ready, the wind is 260 at 7, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Runway 22, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2077.
Alaska 2505, runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 3.
11 left, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 3, Alaska 2505.
Delta 1915, ready for taxi.
Delta 1913, Albuquerque Center, follow Alaska.
So it is a new year.
Left via Alpha, Alpha.
Obviously, been flying the 310 a bit. Working on some IFR. Been doing some more IFR work in this.
Walker 2620.
Which is another option if we wanted to. File IFR.
Walker 2620. We have Mike.
But I don't think it'll be necessary. Been doing some fun 310 stuff. It's a good fun plane.
I'm requesting IFR clearance, but whenever you have time to say it.
American 1321, Albuquerque Center, squawk 1402.
3 Tango Charlie, midfield.
3 Tango Charlie, runway 25 left, cleared for the option.
25 left, clear for the option, 3 Tango Charlie.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 716, apply level 340.
Southwest 716, Albuquerque Center, roger. Who is ready for clearance?
Metro 4694 with Mike.
No, there was one more that just called a few seconds ago. That one only, please. Who was it?
Yeah, but not you.
Okay. Metro 4694, expected PDC.
Metro 4694, roger. Albuquerque Center, good evening. Frontier Flight 4946, descending through 27.5.
United 1486, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7 left to 1486.
United 344, wind calm, runway 7 left, line up away.
Line up away, United 344.
So busy night here in Albuquerque Center.
Delta,
there's someone at Tucson, we'll get the clearance.
Taxi.
Looks like another Southwest has popped up here too.
5,900 climbing on the New View through.
Albuquerque's
727, you're going to follow company A3.
an interesting airport.
Runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha 3.
The main long runway is here,
Via Alpha
and it has a couple RNAV approaches that are good final turns here along the mountains.
Albuquerque Center,
1201, Albuquerque Center, runway 11 left, follow a Delta Airbus 320 via Alpha 3.
See, if I hadn't landed at Albuquerque,
runway 11 left,
I'd love to take off somewhere uncontrolled, but
taxi via Alpha 3. Frontier 2946, Albuquerque Center, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival, runway 7 right, transition.
8 Romeo Whiskey, ready for taxi.
8 Romeo Whiskey, runway 21, taxi via Alpha.
21 Alpha.
Albuquerque, Honda Jet 45, Delta Mike, it's Scottsdale, IFR to Lindbergh, San Diego, please.
It's going to be a few minutes.
No problem.
Southwest 2077, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 290, stay altitude leading.
Flight level 290, passing through 8,400, View 2.
Thank you. American 1321, radar contact, 55 miles southeast of Toby. United 344, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7.
all right, I'm calling it because it's gonna be a while. I know it's not in the spirit of this thing, but we have a schedule to keep. But it's worth going over if we were going to call and it wasn't as crazy. We had Albuquerque Center on. We had said, yes, we can call them up. What would we say? Well, we are Twin Cessna 866 Tango Whiskey. We are requesting VFR departure westbound. We have information Tango on board. And of course, it would be preferable if there was Albuquerque Tower. We're down here in the general aviation area, so they would tell us, oh, I don't know. Cleared out of the clan. Well, I don't know if they have to clear us out of the Charlie, but it would be good practice. It's kind of a shame, but let's get this thing fired up. Mixture, full forward, prop, full forward, mixture full rich. We'll crack the throttles. Start the right engine first. Did I turn off fuel? Look at that, I did. Magnetos on. So we have fuel, boost pumps, magnetos. Everything else is good. Prime right. Let's give it a shot. Engine 1 started, so going through the same. Engine 2. And once you get this airplane down, it's really not that... it's very quick to start up. Alright, so we got that one. We're at Albuquerque. Again, the weather at Albuquerque. Let me connect. We'll go off of digital latest now. Albuquerque Information Tango. Altimeter 3019, which we have in. Few clouds still, all the same. And we're over in the JA ramp. I'm just gonna scoot over to the entrance to the taxiway and get set up, and then we'll talk through what we're gonna do next. And let's see. So Albuquerque is kind of a messy airport, though. The main terminal is up here. The long runway, we've got a 13,700 foot runway. 2.5 miles of runway here. So that's going to be a, well, we could actually go off of, we're departing out to the west. So they're firing off of runway 8, which would be right here. I think they'd probably use 3, but we'll say that we'll go on up to 8 now. If actually we wanted to go over to Echo 1, we could. The ATIS is saying 12, runway 1, 2, and 3, 0 is closed. So not a huge factor. We're going to taxi out here. If I was planning my taxi, if I was in control of our destiny, we could say Foxtrot Golf, looks like Golf Echo 1, cross 1, 2, something like that. So that would be the call. So we're Twin Cessna 86 Tango Whiskey. And we would call up, you know, Albuquerque ground, say Albuquerque ground, Twin Cessna 86 Tango Whiskey, ready to taxi. And they would say 866 Tango Whiskey taxi to runway 8 via Foxtrot Golf Echo 1. Foxtrot Golf Echo 1 for 866 Tango Whiskey. And then we're off. It ain't rocket science. So that's the left turn here, and then we're gonna make another left, kind of where the airport's go. I should also turn my lights on. Pitot heat would also be a good thing to have on. Looks like there's also a way we could have snuck out of the GA ramp to the north, but that's fine. So we're taxiing for departure, runway 8. Which is going to put us on a heading of 079 coming off the runway, but then we're going to take a left. Basically exit, if we exit the class Charlie. What's that outer shelf go down to? So the shelf is 6,900 to 9,400. So we're going to climb basically to 6,500 and then depart out to the north, make a left-hand turn off the runway. Out over the city. Just because it's a little more scenic. And then fly on out. So another hour and a half to Flagstaff. And then I think the next and final leg, we can make it to LA in the final. We'll have to do something. I don't know what we'll do for that. I feel like it's got to be an occasion, but we'll see. Beautiful day. Outside air temperature. About 510 C. Taxiing out to runway 8. And then this should go right behind the runway, runway 12. Looks like the whole short line's back here. And, you know, at this point, you might be talking to an Albuquerque tower. An Albuquerque tower might say, Twin Cessna 866 Tango Whiskey, runway 8, cleared for takeoff. Wind is something at something. I don't know what the wind is. They said wind 220 at 5. So strobes on, landing lights all on, we're lit up, everything else is good. Again, game plan, we're going to come off the runway, take a left out, and then climb to 6,500. Field elevation about 5,400. So power full forward, and you can see even how far, just based on this elevation where my manifold pressure is topping out, down closer to sea level, we might hit 30 at full throttle. So we've got a couple factors flying an airplane like this in a pretty high part of the country. That's the red line. "90 knots. It's probably good to go flying. Oof. We returned to the field. That was a little ugly. All right. Positive rate. Gear coming up. We're going to lean out a little bit for field elevation. Just bringing the RPMs back a little bit as well. And we'll just build up a little bit of speed as we come out here. All right, so once we're over the runway, let's go ahead and make a left-hand turn. Just making out the left-hand turn. Now, if we do want to, we might check in with Albuquerque. We're VFR. We're not hurting anybody if we do pop in and out, kind of. And we're not up in the flight levels. And we're not going to be in controlled airspace. So I don't feel too guilty if we log on to VATSIM after departing Albuquerque once we get out of the Charlie. And then we'll just see what the situation like, because we'll have to talk to them again at Flagstaff. But that's fine. Let's see, what else do we have on here? The only other thing is Albuquerque Double Eagle. AEG, out on the other side. You're calling the right seat, Chris, that's fair. Welcome aboard. You're not lounging out in the back. So we're going to vector ourselves back around over downtown Albuquerque. Got a nice little racetrack. And what did I say? 6,000, we're at 7,000 feet now. So that's fine. You know, I'm going to give us clearance to do as we wish. And that's just a delta. I'm not sure it would be, well, it could be. It's not that late there. And then all we're going to do is, out of Albuquerque, we're going to find the highway and follow that, basically. So 775, I guess we should be at an even 500, so 8,500. We are going to have to cross some mountains to get there. We'll just keep that going up. I still got the throttle pegged. That's just how it is when you're operating at high elevation with a non-turbocharged airplane. And then, according to SkyVector, it's heading 276. So 276 is the radial. 5. Sorry, Chris, I'm probably making you a little sick in the right seat here while I put my head down. That's 8,500, so that'll be good for now. Just gonna bug heading. Let's get back to 585, and I'll bug altitude. Alright, there we go. And if anything, we should be coming back to the right. To pick up that radio. Oh, 276, so I'm a little off still. Actually, we're pretty close. We're actually pretty close. Let's bring it back in. All right. So we are on our way. And yeah, once we clear the airspace here, we'll probably call them up. Or we'll hop online. And if it gets a little less busy, we can call for flight following or something. And we are in localizer mode, so it should, if I go into nav. Maybe not. Boost pumps off. We're lean for field. Bring the landing lights in for this. And then we're just trying to... We can follow the road. Should be due west out of Albuquerque. And then I think it curves north a little bit more. But this is it. I think it's still I-40 out here. And eventually we'll get to a point where we're basically forced up to 10,500. I think it's in the spirit of the thing to fly the, to fly along the road. Since we're chickening out from the hard VATSIM stuff. And almost. We do have a few airports along the way too. If we need to stop, we can stop at Grant, Milan. If you were looking for a trip to Milan. Gallup is kind of at the north side. That's the VOR we're tracking. And then we keep following on down. There's a small private strip at Holbrook and then Winslow. And hopefully the road's pretty easy to follow over this terrain. I do hate to disconnect from Bat Sim, take off, and then reconnect, but we're not in a... It's not like we're flying an airliner event. It's just probably the least fun thing about it is getting moved around an airport by a busy center controller. Because also you can't hear everybody because you're not up in the air. So it's just tough. But once we're on our way a little bit, we will see. In Flagstaff is a Delta. Is that? I wonder if Flagstaff's always... If Flagstaff is towered all day. That would be the only question. Control tower, yes. Yeah, I guess it looks like it's open all day. So we're now pretty safely out of the way of Albuquerque. So we'll check in. Let's see what they have to say.
Albuquerque Center, American 5, 11, 80, high bar 2000.
Alright, give me a minute, give me a minute. November 3438 Tango, descend via the zone 1 arrival, 2 final splitter 3013.
Descend via the arrival, 38 Tango.
Delta 1958, radar contact, turn left direct Z-ball, climb and maintain level 30.
We have a problem with my waypoint. Could you give me the heading for that, for D-ball?
Delta 1958,
And hopefully that came back for us.
November 603, flight heading 120,
We'll just start a little right turn. Hopefully the ATC isn't too loud.
November 1343 Foxtrot, clearance available. Ready to copy. November 1343 Foxtrot, clear to Costa Grande Airport, as filed, maintain 5,000. Costa Grande is filed, coming to 5, departure distribution, passport 255. 43 Foxtrot, backtrack from wing 21, advise transfer. 43 Foxtrot, wing 21, taxi out. 20 out. American 1951, Airplane taxi.
Well, thank you all for coming along, for just joining us. We are on leg 8, I think, of VFR's Transcon 2022, where we fly across the country in a small airplane. Probably the penultimate leg. Started off in Montauk, New York. And we have flown this Blackbird sim. This we only have 9.1 hours. I don't believe that. But we've flown this 310 basically across the country, all the way to Chicago. And the next center we hit is Los Angeles. That is a fun thing. I'm going to start a climb to 10,500 feet just so we're out of the way. And then it went vertical speed. I've still got the throttle full forward. All right.
Thank you. 10 visual approach.
You're still on altitude mode. Yeah, I am.
48 at my altitude, level 370. 10 Bravo, over my 8, clear to land with 2303.
Looking for 10,500. So we just need to get over this terrain here. The valley should be acceptable to get through. We are going to pass 11,000 foot peaks. Yeah, Chris, I was looking at the 414. That could be a fun addition. It looks really good. I really like my twin Cessnas. I don't know why. But definitely that, the H-Jet. Have you tried the Vision Jet? The Cirrus Jet? I haven't. But I've looked at it. It's one of those. Feel like it fits in that family, but.
Anybody else putting on a clearance? Number 123 off Albuquerque Center, cleared into Bravo airspace.
That's pretty cool. Great views out here. And that is the crazy thing about New Mexico and all those places. Long straight roads, you can see forever. Yeah, Chris, and that's kind of how I feel about it. It almost seems like kind of an underpowered H-Jet. So if I could, since I have the H-Jet, I have a similar feeling about the 414. Even though it's different enough. It's much bigger than this. But it's a very similar, probably a similar experience. But the sounds are good. That's pretty good to know. I'll have to check it out. Definitely have to check that out. Alright, so we're almost to that first airport. And we're down here below ATC, hopefully not giving them too much trouble. Busy night in Albuquerque. There's not, is there an event? I don't think there is. Yeah, no. No event. Today's the 9th, right? Must be. I don't know.
903, you're clear going to Almond, or if you need a vector flight 300 to Victor 105. Direct to Almond, 903.
I know, I mean, they're down in. It's oddly busy.
United 420 Albuquerque.
But lots of really good planes out there to fly.
425 Delta Mike, climb and maintain level 340. 3405 Delta Mike. Metro 4694, climb and maintain level 330. 330, UPS 717, maintain 300. 300, no.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. It's definitely on that short list.
KLM 3411.
Did they ever come up with the update for that? Didn't they release it? Am I making that up? They were gonna update it
Southwest 1923.
later. Oh, that's a touchdown.
Arrival, runway 8 transition, Albuquerque, altimeter 3018. Right. Gola 38, heavy. Expect a visual approach, runway 8, turn. Actually, just fly your present heading into center.
It's definitely more of an SUV than a. Look, the 310. It's a good sports car look,
Google 8, Gola 38.
but almost like a 60s sports car, kind of dorky.
Keep 17, wind calmer, wind 7 right, lift, take up. Alright, cool, take off. Southwest 300, clear direct eastwood, and maintain, that's forward. Southwest 300. At Delta 3887, same lock number. Delta 3887, maintain Mach 0.80. Metro 4694, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Go look at the chart, see if we have to go any higher. I mean, Flagstaff's at 7,000. But Grant's municipals only. We're only hitting
4522, maintain your flight level.
7,000. We should be okay. I mean, the highest terrain is going to be the mountains, so like right there.
Looks like you're lined up for runway 7 left. Runway 7 left, clear to land, wind calm.
We'll be cutting north a little bit here, following the valley. And a little crab too. Me too. I don't know why I've been grooving with a lady. What was the? Oh, the I don't know if you've seen the thought there was just one on there. What's it? The Nomadic Aviation guys. I watched all their videos recently, and I dug the... I liked how they did theirs and had the cruise. I think it works, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Below us is the town of Grants. Is that New Mexico still? I believe it is. We're not over the border yet. Navigraph doesn't really have state lines. Oh yeah, no, we're not over the border. It's a Grants. And then Milan is up that way. If you're looking for your Milan vacation. Cursor, let's get rid of that. Let's do it quick. Status check. Not much power. That's all good though. Lean out even a little more. Busy in Albuquerque. I can't get over that. They've been going non-stop. I don't know what's going on. Didn't look like there was a streamer flying or anything. There wasn't a big conga line. So that's Grant. Where's the airport? It's down there. There it is. Big long runway there too. 7,000-foot runway. Big runway for municipal airport. Left a little bit over the terrain.
visual approach from my 11 left. Flight heading 270 and descend and maintain 900,000.
Flight heading 270, descend and maintain 900,000. Expected visual 11 left.
Southwest 300, contact Los Angeles Center 135.55.
3555, Southwest 300 feet.
Frontier Flight 2810, clear to level. Frontier Flight 2810, clear to Los Angeles Airport, Burrow 4 departure. Human transition, then as filed. Maintain 17,000, expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency and squawk 0731, standby with your reset. Delta 3887, clear direct to Midler, Mike Delta Lima Echo Romeo. Direct Midler, Delta 3887. Delta 3887, contact Los Angeles Center 135.55. 135.55. Thanks, thanks for your guys' patience, really appreciate it. And Frontier Flight 2810, go ahead with the reset.
Frontier Flight 2810, clear to revisit
Alright. Tango, turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 6,000.
We're getting close to Gallup now. Let's see how far we are. Over here.
23, expect the visual approach.
31 miles.
Do that, just silence your microphone stuff. November 89 Mike Echo, turn in the right heading at 300, descend and maintain 5,000. Right 300, 5,000. And American 511 for direction flight to like 330 or 350 for your final.
We're good with 350, possible American 511.
American 511, Roger. Maintain level 350.
350, American 511, thank you.
American 1951, and then your altitude maintain level 340, that'll be your final.
340, American 1951.
And let's see, American 2133, where are you?
So we are well on our way. We're about to hit halfway.
American 2133 is direct to
Out at Gallup, just off our nose.
Okay, that is not on your route that you have filed. American 2133, turn right heading 090.
American 2133, turning right, heading 090.
November 89 Mike Echo, turn right heading 360.
Right 360, that way.
38 Tango's got the field in sight.
38 Tango, cleared visual approach.
Now the next VOR is the Winslow VOR.
Approach runway 11 left, 38 Tango.
November 65903 to
On 112.6.
300, thanks.
So we'll get that ready to go. Since for whatever reason I can't put GPS waypoints in here.
Center Delta 614, request stepway for 5.
I should probably be squawking, shouldn't I?
Delta 614, approved for Quebec.
That would help.
November 737 Golf Hotel Albuquerque Center, descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 3009. 7 Golf Hotel, I'll have to wait and see what it looks like when you get closer, but I should be able to make it work, but for now, runway 8. November 89er Mike Echo, report Deer Valley Airport inside 11 o'clock and 15 miles.
Yeah, we got it inside now, Mike Echo.
November 89er Mike Echo, cleared visual approach from my 25 left Deer Valley.
Clear visual 25 left Deer Valley now, Mike Echo.
Citation 38 Tango, runway 11 left, cleared to land, wind 3303.
Cleared land runway 11 left, 3 Tango.
American 1983, I'm going to send you a pre-departure clearance. It's going to be a different arrival though, so just make sure you look at that, and I'll send that to you shortly.
Seems like things are quieting down a little bit in Albuquerque Center now. But we're still following the interstate. Out here towards Gallup.
Frontier Flight 2810, affirmative, runway 11 left.
Which is just short of the Arizona-New Mexico border, so we'll be hitting Gallup, New Mexico, and then a few miles later we'll be crossing into Arizona formally.
And Albuquerque Center, Southwest 1631, ready to go as far to LAX.
So thank you all for coming along here on Transcon 2022, our 8th leg. We fly the Cessna 310 across the country. We started in Montauk, New York. Across the country, Chicago, Route 66. And then we're down here in New Mexico.
Let me know when you got that done, I'll get your question.
I will let you know, and we'll stand by.
We do have some weather coming in.
Southwest 1923.
Some cloud ceilings developing.
0 miles, report the field site.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. Flagstaff is reporting. Well, let's see. Winslow is reporting thin surface mile over visibility overcast at 11,000. Suboptimal for us. Cruising at 10.5. But we can go lower, I think, if we need to out by Winslow. That should be fine.
I'll be closed in about 20 minutes.
So we're not going to get them in Flagstaff, but that's all right. And then Flagstaff's calling thin surface mile visibility scattered at 8,500. That's a little trickier. We may have to give ourselves a little IFR clearance into Flagstaff. But that's all right.
Right, I'll get to you in just a sec.
That is all right. We're looking good on fuel. Everything else is looking pretty good.
38 Tango, left turn when able, taxi to ramp via Alpha Delta.
I wonder how the temperature, cabin temp is. It's cold and oh yeah, our passengers aren't very happy with me. Okay. Sorry, Chris.
1631, cleared to the Los Angeles Airport.
You're cold and unhappy. Let's open up this stuff a little bit.
Maintain 17,000, expect flight level 30010.
Let's get some heat going.
Departure this frequency.
That should be Gallup up there.
30.
Alright, we're clear to LA via the Borough for departure. You'll then filed. Maintain 17,000. Flight over 3.
Okay, we're coming along here, just about coming up on the Arizona border. So we've crossed most of the country at this point. We've got 2 states left. We've got Arizona and then California. We're going to dip our wing in the Pacific and then go land. We do have to think about where we want to land at California. I feel like you got to go all the way, so maybe we could go to one of the GA airports like Van Nuys or we go to Santa Barbara, we go to Long Beach, we go straight to LAX. Yeah, you're welcome. Stop shivering, take the gloves off. It's warming slowly. Let's get the lead out here too.
250, flight level 21.
I don't know. Ooh, a little bumpy.
Alright, we'll be saying maintain 210 for Southwest. Sorry, Delta 1585.
Little bumpy.
17, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
And Gallup is my filed alternate. Well, these ceilings kind of suck. I'm kind of running out the clock on center. They said they'd be online a little more than 20 minutes. So, I mean, we could ask them for an IFR clearance at this point too. We would be so say we needed to pick up our IFR right now. We could say something like, "Hey, Albuquerque Center, we're Twin Cessna 86 Tango Whiskey. We are 10 to the east of the Gallup VOR, requesting IFR clearance to Flagstaff. We're at 10,500." Then they could punch it all in for us.
Southwest 390 Dre, have your request.
Alright, so that's all good.
994 Albuquerque Center, got you at 340, thanks.
Let's keep it going. We're following the road. We're really pure VFR today. 10,500. We're crossing kind of the high point of our flight right now.
Voyager 124 descended via the Bear 3 arrival, El Paso altimeter is 3.
And I may not mess around too much. And we may end up going just directly to the Winslow VOR, as much as I want to follow. With weather deteriorating. Let's go 247. Here. And that's going to be 25. So once the VOR flips on us, once we go past it, we'll turn left and follow that outbound.
14 descended via the Bear 3 arrival, El Paso altimeter 3018.
Bear 3 arrival 3018.
So we are on our way here. You're just joining us. We are on Transcon 2022 series where we fly a small airplane across these United States. We're going westbound this year, heading to Los Angeles. This is probably our second to last leg. We're doing Albuquerque to Flagstaff, Arizona, and then we'll do Flagstaff into Los Angeles next time out. But right now we're following historic Route 66 across New Mexico. Currently crossing through Gallup. And we'll be making the turn shortly.
American 2133, can you please approach and runway?
A lot of sounds coming from that airplane.
American 2133, expect a visual approach, runway 7 right, turn right heading 100.
American 2133, expect visual approach, runway 7 right, turn left heading 1.
I'm not familiar. Is that an Airbus overspeed?
American 2133, right turn to 100, and I need you to comply. We're trying to 6,000. Block.
Once we're crossing here, where's the highest? I know we have a high of like the highs for the terrain are like 11,500 around here. I'm not seeing it, but
American 2133.
if the ceiling gets much lower, we'll have to.
American 2133, climb and maintain 6,000.
Delta 1585, expedite your descent. Descend and maintain 1000. Phoenix altimeter 3009.
And then we're just gonna let that come in. Will it follow my VOR if I tell it to? Not if I.
Delta 1585, fly present heading vector for the approach.
No, it won't.
Alright, vector heading for the approach, fly vector heading for the approach. We have the 1585.
November 65903, expect the visual approach runway 7 right.
Center 903, is it okay if I do the ILS for 7 right?
903, yeah, I should be able to make that work.
Awesome. 903, the ILS.
They are. But that's good. Hopefully learning experience. Been there. I still go there. I can't fly the Airbus for anything.
Fly heading 100.
I might be the only one, but the Airbus, like the A320 autopilot system makes no sense to me at all. And maybe it's just being in sim. I'm sure it's more user-friendly in real life. But like pushing and pulling the knobs to do things, and I don't know, I never know what mode I'm in, and I find the Airbus A320 autopilot to be more befuddling than it should be. I was trying to fly by wire the other day, just cause it could be, you know, fun to throw an A320 into the mix. So I just need to practice with it, but it's not as clear as you would think.
Voyager 124 is at a 360.
But I guess that's why I'm a crusty Boeing guy.
American 511 is back. American 511 runs.
614 back.
Roger. Delta 1585, fly heading 090 vector 4 descent.
Flying 090 for Delta 1585.
The train's going down a little bit around us, so that's good.
American 2133, what's your altitude?
We certainly don't hit the high peaks of the Rockies in this route.
Roger, you're below my radar coverage out there. Voyager 921 descend via the Bear 3 arrival.
Let's see, if we do... Yeah, I know it all makes sense. I just haven't invested the time in it to do it, so when I hop in, I'm like... This is hard and I don't know what I'm doing. And I know they feel the same way about the Boeing, but... So let's see, what are our options if we need to go into Flagstaff IFR? Let's see. Where's OBS? There it is. So we got what?
2133, I'm experiencing major technical issues. I don't think I can make the word out. I'm just gonna have to disconnect. I'm sorry.
It's too bad. But it's a good call too. I mean, it's, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Respect. That's good. Good move. We got an ILS for 121. What are the winds though? 260 at 4. So we can do that. So we could get the ILS or localizer for 2-1. We could run an RNAV. We could shoot an RNAV approach for runway 21, or we could do the VOR approach.
This is American 4522, ready to go.
Which isn't too crazy. We'll probably just rock the ILS. KABQ.
Delta 6 Echo.
I wonder if I can put that in.
Delta 6 Echo, American 4522.
You're not authorized for arrival on Victor 12 eastbound. Well, that's interesting because we're coming on Victor 12 westbound. Not really, but... So let's see. What was that? I wish I didn't pin that chart.
That was 1631, runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha 3.
Alpha 3 to 11 left.
So we can try the ILS here. That should work out fine.
Voyager 314, what's your plan to indicate the airspeed in the descent?
It's not capturing it. How far off am I? Let's cheat with the map here. Yeah, we're a little off.
Roger, what will be in knots when we transition?
Let's pick that up. Alright.
Voyager 314, roger. Voyager 921, do not exceed 250 knots.
I feel you, Chris.
Okay. Do you want us to...
I've been playing more GA, like, I mean, the last week.
When we transition?
But...
Voyager 921, what are you doing in the indicator right now?
Airliner flying is definitely very procedural.
Voyager 921, yeah, let's do 250 knots, or less now, starting now, thank you.
I'm finally kind of hitting my stride with some of the flows, but...
And, can I get the altimeter from Phoenix?
Phoenix altimeter 3009er and Delta 1585, reaching 10...
And I mean, they're still pretty busy for Albuquerque Center. I don't know what's going on. On a Monday night. Not that everyone doesn't love Albuquerque Center, but not the busiest.
Approved, report back. United 38, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 3009er. Readback is just silence, make sure your mic's not muted.
So as we get a little closer, we will start to think about
Delta 1585, once you reach
where we're coming in.
maintain 8,000.
Radial's starting to pick it up.
903, turn left heading.
It's pretty good, and we're just going to kind of meander our way across. I think I-40 is down that way, if I'm not mistaken.
We made a wrong turn on that before, but we're sure to one wind left ready to take off. Just on your route.
Americans 4522, wind calm, runway 7 left, good takeoff.
Alright, so let's just point ourselves at Winslow for now.
Southwest 716, descend via the ping 1, runway 7 right, transition, Phoenix.
Got about 80 miles, is that what it's saying? It's saying 19 from. Do we have Winslow? 77, yeah, okay, so that's about right.
Southwest 1631, wind 330 at 3, fly heading 120, runway 11 left, clear for takeoff.
I fly heading 120, runway 11 left, quick speed box, Southwest 1631. You said heading 130 for Southwest 1631?
Heading 120, 120.
At 120 for Southwest 1631, sir.
Delta 1585, turn left heading 360.
Alright, we turn left heading 360 for Delta 1585.
November 8 Romeo Whiskey, contact Fort Worth Center 135.17.
Fort Worth 3517, having fun yet?
Yeah, well, it's barely.
Alright.
Frontier 2810, runway 11 left, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 3.
Alpha, Alpha 3, Charlie, we'll next to
Looking pretty good, let's check in on our fuel.
1585, descend and maintain.
We pushed off right around 8 o'clock, so it's been 60 minutes.
No problem, we'll see.
So we really should be running main tanks for another 30 at least. So we'll get there before we're really thinking about going over to aux tanks. Plenty of fuel in the mains. Everything else is looking pretty good.
Delta 1585, flight heading 300.
Flying 300 for Delta 1585.
And Delta 1585, have the, do you have the localizer plugged in? Because I'm going to have you intercept that in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I do.
Roger. Delta 1585, descend and maintain 6,000.
Going down to 6,000 for Delta 1585.
Voyager 124.
So thank you all for coming along, just joining us. We are well on our way to Flagstaff, Arizona. We departed Albuquerque about an hour ago. You're on leg 8 of VFR's Transcon 2022, crossing the U.S. in a small plane. We've seen New York, we've seen Pennsylvania, we've seen Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and now Arizona. With one more to go, California will be our last.
4522 radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 2.
Unless we clip Nevada, which I don't think we will.
Passing through 6,000 American 4522, climate 2.
I guess if we departed Flagstaff West, we
4522, roger. Clear direct to Firebird.
still probably wouldn't be enough.
Delta 1585, reduce speed to 170.
Speed to 170 for Delta 1585. Southwest 1631, we're airborne 6500.
Southwest 1631, radar contact, turn right heading 280, and climb and maintain flight level 300.
Alright, right 280 and flight level flight level 300, Southwest 1631.
November 737 Golf Hotel, turn 10 degrees left, vector to final, descend and maintain 4,000. Right 10 degrees left, and 4,000. Delta 1585, turn right heading 350. Delta 1585, turn right heading 050 now.
65 miles to Winslow, Arizona.
November 65903, caution wake turbulence, you'll follow a Boeing 737. Delta 1585, 050 heading, intercept the localizer, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000 for Delta 1585.
November 737 Golf Hotel, Sky Harbor Airport is...
Now let's see, will it take my approach request here? ILS for 2-1. I'll take the Winslow VOR, because that's what we want. I don't know if it... I don't think it actually put it in. So this was really good, but now it's been kind of buggy the last few times out. Kind of disappointing.
Number 65903, turn right heading 310.
Right 310, number 03.
But basically what we'll end up doing is crossing Winslow VOR, then tracking outbound. 284 degrees.
Frontier flight 2810, wind...
for 35 miles.
303, fly heading 120, runway 11 left, clear for takeoff.
35.7 DME from the Winslow VOR.
Southwest 1631, clear direct Gila Bend, Golf Bravo November.
Alright, clear direct Gila Bend, Southwest 1631.
So that actually works out pretty nicely.
Did you want the 26 right or 22? 22, Voyager 314.
But hopefully weather clears a little bit.
Voyager 921, 26 right or 22? We'll take 22. Voyager 921, roger, expect the visual approach, wind 22. Can expect visual 22. Just, we turned on course a little bit there, plugging something in, but we're correct. Roger. Delta 1585, again, intercept the runway 7 right localizer and report the airport in sight.
Oh, intercept the localizer? What will we do the runway in sight? 1585.
Delta 1585, you are through the localizer, turn right heading 110 to rejoin, descend and maintain 4,000.
110, we'll turn right, head 110 to rejoin, and 4,000 for Delta 1585.
Delta 1585, do you have the airport in sight ahead to your right in about 10 miles?
We currently do not have it in sight.
Okay, do you have the localizer plugged in, 110.75?
Oh, we have it plugged in.
Okay, intercept the localizer, please.
Oh, we intercepting the localizer.
November 737 Golf Hotel, thanks for the help. Wind calm, runway 7 right, clear to land. Right, wind calm, clear to land from right, Golf Hotel, thanks. November 903, descend and maintain 5,000.
Oh, overall, it's been a pretty busy night, but actually, the pilots haven't been horrible in Albuquerque right now. It's just a lot of clearances. But generally, everyone's been pretty good. Pretty well behaved so far.
Voyager 124, turn 10 degrees right, vector to final.
As a little VFR wallflower.
Let me know when you get the field thing.
10 right down to 7,000, Voyager 124, you got it.
Not a ton of missed calls.
Runway 7 left, clear for takeoff. Number 65903, turn right heading 350.
350, 903.
Delta 1585, you have the airport site ahead, straight ahead in 5 miles. Delta 1585, do you have the airport in sight?
Yeah, we have the airport in sight.
Delta 1585 cleared visual approach, runway 7 right, reduced to final approach speed.
Do final approach speed for Delta 1585.
November 659003, turn right heading 050, intercept 7 right localizer to set and maintain 4000.
050, 4000, intercept 7 right, localizer 903.
Frontier Flight 2810, radar contact, turn right heading 280, climb and maintain flight level 340, and stay altitude. Frontier Flight 2810, radar contact, turn right heading 280, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Right heading 280, climb and maintain level 340, Frontier Flight 2810.
Delta 1585, you're 3.5 in trail of a Boeing 737, wind 210 at 3, runway 7 right, cleared to land.
Runway 7 right, clear to land for Delta 1585.
Delta 1585.
Chris, thank you for coming along. Have a great night. Talk to you later.
Going to final approach speed, sorry about that. Now we
Thanks for coming along.
Going down to final approach speed for Delta 1585.
Just join us. We are getting closer to Flagstaff now. We are 50 northwest of the Wind, or northeast of the Winslow VOR in Winslow, Arizona. That'll be our we'll prep to shoot the well, it looks like it's gonna clear up though. I don't know. The METAR at Flagstaff is showing low ceiling. Not impossible, but low. So far it's been okay. We're cruising 10,500 feet right now. Heading westbound. Busy night in Albuquerque.
We'll caution wake turbulence, thanks to the wind and 7 right, clear to land 903.
Southwest 393, expect a visual approach runway 7 right.
Visual 7 right, Southwest 393.
Voyager 314, advising to get Del Paso in sight. It's 10 o'clock in about 10 miles.
Site 314.
Voyager 314, cleared visual approach runway 22.
Clear visual 22, Voyager 2.
Voyager 124, wind 210 at 6, runway 22, clear to land.
22, clear to land, Voyager 124.
Voyager 921, turn 5 degrees right, vector to final, and descend and maintain 7,000. Report when you get the field six.
We're at VFR right now.
5 degrees right, vector to final. We'll call
Just kind of listening to ATC for fun since we have it.
37 Golf Hotel, taxi to Rampia Hotel, good day. The hotel stays, Golf Hotel. American 1983, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 340, stay altitude with it.
About halfway there.
Thank you. Southwest 716, expect a visual approach, runway 7 right.
Visual approach, runway 7 right, Southwest 716.
Denver, latest hourly weather is reporting wind 210 at 5.
If you're looking for the Grand Canyon, that's out in that
Voyager 314.
that direction. Oh, probably another 100 miles
5 mile final. Wind
that way.
210 at 6, runway 22, clear to land.
2, clear to land, number 2.
We're gonna kind of skirt south of it,
KLM 34.
just south of Vegas.
6 arrival, runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 3009.
On our way to LA. If we look ahead a little bit, let's take a second here. And I just like to look at a sky vector because I'm used to the charts a little bit better. We're gonna end up at Flagstaff, Foxtrot Lima Golf. If we want to follow the Route 66, we'd follow Interstate 40 still through here,
314, radar contact, clear direct to Keens, climb and
through
maintain
Kingman,
360.
Climb maintain, flight level 360.
through Bullhead City. Great names.
Delta 1585, cross runway 7 left, taxi to parking.
And that should, I guess, that would keep us north of, well, basically kind of skirt just south of Vegas, heading directly due west. And then we're just kind of shooting this gap here into LA between the restricted MOAs up here around Edwards Air Force Base and all that stuff. And then 29 Palms is down here. So a couple big U.S. military MOAs. Not the super critical in VATSIMP, but if we were realistically flying, that would be a consideration. You've got some restricted areas around here. Plenty of them, actually. So we'll kind of shoot that north all the way through, and then eventually we hit Barstow, and that's how you kind of know we're getting close. We'll probably fly over to Victorville, it looks like, too. That's the one of the desert airports they send airplanes to. Palmdale's out there. We'd kind of keep it going south down here through Ontario and into the Los Angeles area. Now we'll have to decide which airport we want to fly into. We've got options.
Voyager 921 has the field. Voyager 921 cleared visual approach.
I mean, we can go straight into LAX, although the weather sucks. Santa Monica. I want to at least get a wing over the Pacific, but we'll see. But that's kind of, you know, to come once we get to Flagstaff.
Charlie Sierra Echo. Charlie Sierra.
Center 903, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for your help tonight and all the craziness.
You're welcome, yeah. Thanks for your patience. Voyager 921, your number 2, following company on a 4-mile final, wind 210 at 6, runway 22, clear land. Clear land following the company, Voyager 921. Voyager 124, safe arcade.
Yeah, Voyager 124, take whatever FBO is the closest to off-on hotel here.
Voyager 124, roger, hotel, and Lima, I believe, hotel, ramp, yeah, hotel, the ramp, Lima, and uniform. Have a good day, it's been too long.
Hotel, the ramp, Lima, uniform, you got it, Voyager 124.
And Albuquerque Center, United 30, Backbay descending, the arrival light disconnected.
United 38, roger. American 314, Keene should be like a 260 heading from your current location. 260 heading. And
yeah, I got it. I'm screwed out with a nav system in here. It's not following anything.
Okay.
It's been glitching on me all afternoon.
We're getting there. Let's, we do need to address, hey, maybe center will still be online when we get there. We've got 30 miles, 12 minutes.
And United 1156, you can either make a 180 there on Charlie or...
So I don't expect anything is the moral of the story. Weather ahead looks okay, actually, once we get past some of this cloud.
United 224, I think, I can't remember if I sent you a pre-departure clearance or not. Did you get the squawk 0755 in this?
I'm putting it in 0755.
Roger, yeah, I can't, I've had so much going on, I can't remember if I sent you one or not. Here, let me just resend you a PDC.
And then once we get to Winslow, it's another probably 30 miles.
Closing in about 5 minutes.
So we're not going to get center for the arrival into Flagstaff, and that's fine. We'll probably shoot the ILS for fun and for practice. If you're just joining us, we are getting ready to approach Flagstaff. We were departed VFR out of Albuquerque about an hour and 15 ago.
Roger, I do have to, for traffic, I'm going to have to turn you onto the final. It won't be long though. That's going to 314 south of T2. Voyager 314, taxi the ramp, and, yeah, just taxi ramp at your discretion. Good day.
See you later. Have a good day.
Let's see, did we get new weather?
Walker 1892, Houston Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
So now, reporting 230 at 12.
Los Angeles Center 135.55.
Sensor from low visibility, overcast at 9,000.
Los Angeles Center, American 42.
Which is ever so slightly better for us.
5542, sorry.
United 224.
I'm not seeing any clouds. Well, maybe over there.
United 224. Probably from your direction, probably 7 right.
Center Delta 614, how do you hear?
Delta 614, loud and clear.
614, thank you.
Southwest 393, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, so 393.
Tower United. Take off. United 1156, wind 2103, runway 7 lost, clear for takeoff. 7 takeoff.
United 224. What are our taxi instructions?
United 224, runway 7 last taxi via Delta 1.
Take that too. Can I put that in? Yeah, let's add that.
Southwest 716, reduce speed to 190, then maintain 5,000. Speed 190 and then down to 5,000, Southwest 716.
And so we're going to follow the ILS for 2-1 right now, even if it's just a practice approach. If it ends up not, we'll clear ourselves for that. But we're basically going to hit Winslow VOR India November Whiskey, then track the this radio. What is it? 286 outbound, 284 outbound. Until we hit 35.7 miles, and then we're going to turn final onto the localizer for Flagstaff.
Southwest 716, flight present heading, vector to final.
So it should be fun.
Present heading, vector to final, Southwest 716.
I think that is the weather we're looking at. You can start to see the clouds coming over the horizon. That lower cloud at Flagstaff.
393, Sky Harbor Airport is 10 o'clock and 10 miles. Roger, one more turn in about 10 seconds. That was 393, turn left heading 110, clear visual approach, only 7 right.
110, clear for visual, 7 right, Southwest 393.
American 1983, contact Los Angeles Center 135.55.
Orderly center. Center Delta 614.
So the localizer is going to be 110.5, so we can put that in.
614.
Delta 614, did I miss a handoff?
Delta 614, yeah, I think you might have. Contact forward center 135.17, good day.
135.17 for 614, thanks.
Southwest 716, turn 10 degrees right, descend and maintain 4,000. 10 degrees right.
But this is a beautiful cruise. If you're looking for somewhere to fly around VFR, it's hard to beat.
393, wind 210 at 3, you're on my 7 right, clear line. Setting that look 56, 57, United 1156, radar contact, climb and maintain level 340. Southwest 716, turn right, heading 010. Right, 010, Southwest 716.
United 224, holding short, 7.
United 224, wind 210 at 3, or my 7 left, quick takeoff.
Takeoff, United 224.
Southwest 716, turn right, heading 050, and intercept the localizer, report the airport and say. 050, and intercept the localizer, report airport and site, Southwest 716.
Cruising at 10,500. They also have us basically coming in 10,200.
Down to 3,000, Southwest 716. KLM 3411.
Half them all.
I unfortunately got to sign off. I got to get off before you get on the ground. So you can
Field elevation of 7,000, so we're actually kind of at the altitude we need to be.
Take care, have a good one, man.
Pick it up.
Southwest 716, field's 1 o'clock and 10 miles. Copy that, field to site, Southwest 716. Southwest 716, clear visual approach for my 7 right. Clear visual approach 7 right, Southwest 716.
And coming up, that should be Winslow now, 7 miles.
7812, contact Los Angeles Center.
See if we can pick out the airport. There it is.
135.55, great job today. 1712.
Southwest 716, you're number 2, following company on a 1.5 mile final, wind 210 at 3, runway 7 right, clear land. Clear land 7 right, and we have the company traffic in sight, Southwest 716. United...
So we're going to maintain this heading, and then let me dial in 284.
So is LA, so you can just switch back to Unicom for the rest of your, or I guess until you get closer to LA. Have a good day. United 1156, radar service terminated, frequency change grid. Over to Unicom, have a good day. Southwest 1631, American 314, Frontier Flight 2810, LA Center's closing, radar service terminated, frequency change grid. Good day.
Good day.
Good day, see you.
Good day, see you.
So over to Unicom. Yeah, Control did a really good job, actually. This is really busy. So, well, let's see. What is the weather at Flagstaff right now? If we did need to, what we could do is basically call them up and say, Albuquerque Center, Twin Cessna 86 Tango Whiskey, we're at 10,500, about 3 to the east of the Winslow VOR, requesting IFR clearance to Flagstaff. So we can pick up our IFR in the air. And that would work just fine. We're going to basically hold 10,500 until our final approach following this. But since we could go all the way too, let's come a little bit right. 260. And we'll maintain VFR for now, and then if we have to vector ourselves, we can. So thank you all for coming along. We're about 40 to the east of Flagstaff now, passing Winslow, Arizona. We can also look up the Flagstaff VR on 11385 if you want some better distance. 41 to the west of Flagstaff. Or 41 to the east of Flagstaff. I keep getting that. Keep getting that broken. About 15 minutes. Now we do have some pretty high terrain north of the field. So that will, we're in a mountainous area, we'll have to be a little bit careful about that. North and south of the field. They've been reporting overcast at 9,000, which would be tough for us being VFR at 10,500. But field elevation's about 7,000 feet, which gives us down to 8,000, which would be okay. So it may get more interesting yet as we approach into Flagstaff. Let's get grooving before we get down onto the ground. Just a quick one. So 25 east of Flagstaff now. Start to see the hills that we're going to be contending with here. The airfield is to the south of the town. Should be down here somewhere. So we do have some terrain. But as long as, you know, we can keep a visual, as long as we can maintain VFR, we should be okay. Thank you all for coming along. We're just getting ready to set up our approach into Flagstaff, Arizona. We departed Albuquerque around 8 o'clock, hour and a half ago. We're looking pretty much bang on the hour 40 minutes. That Sky Vector quoted me. That's pretty good. Following the historic Route 66 across Arizona, we crossed New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, and Illinois. So as we get a little bit closer, 10 miles, we'll start to think about a downwind, as long as we can still see the airport. We're at 17 now. At that point, we can also start to think about sending a bit. Looks like there's a lot of clouds just below in some of the canyons. We'll see. This should be interesting. I am going to drop us down to 8,500 at this point. Give ourselves a little bit better a shot of making it. Going to pull the power back and start a bit of a descent. What is the altimeter at Flagstaff? Oh, an altimeter 3021. Should be good. Just start looking for the airport. There it is, I think. So we might be able to make a base. We get down and configured, we could probably make a base down to 7,000 feet. About 12 west We're 12 east now. I get my east and west backwards. Coming this way. So we're basically, I'm going to start setting up for a base turn here. And we are on Vatsim, we are on Unicom. I don't think there's any other traffic in the area. Let's go ahead and sanitize our cockpit. Don't think we have any other traffic. Doesn't look like it from any of my sources. So we're looking good getting into Flagstaff. So we'll basically try to shoot for a base to land at Flagstaff. The runway is... I'm going to be runway 21. We've got 8,800 feet to work with, 7,000 feet landing elevation. So we'll keep the mixture leaned out pretty well. Final course of 211, which I will bug here. That's 210. Just 211 there. Should be fine. So we'll bug that, head down to 8,000 feet, which ought to be a good pattern altitude. As we get closer, 9 miles away, we'll zoom in a little bit just to help us line up here. I'm going to turn in a little bit to the west, and we'll call up Flagstaff traffic. Flagstaff traffic, Twin Cessna 866 Tango Whiskey. We are 8 to the east, setting up for a base to land runway 21 full stop Flagstaff. And just let the speed come back now. We'll get flaps out here in a sec. Help us start bringing that speed out. If we want to, we can pick up the localizer too, and that'll just help us find our way. We're coming in pretty far to the north, so I'm not too surprised. Speed's good. Let's bring the gear out. We have the runway in sight. So boost pump's on, props full forward. Go ahead and take control of the airplane. And just try and keep some power in. We're going to ride the blue line till final. Flight recorder's on. Alright, we're getting ready here. Altimeter set, props full forward. We're leaned for field elevation. And just trying to hold this. We're set up on a decent final now. That's pretty good. Alright, let's give him a call. Flagstaff traffic, Twin Cessna 86 Tango Whiskey. We are on final to land runway 21 full stop Flagstaff. And if we did want glide slope, we could pick that up here. Down a little too far down. Just keeping that speed in. A little bumpy here. We were seeing wind up to 12 knots. That's full flaps. Just dropping out a little bit. We're at 90 knots now, a little low, but bumping our way on in. I would recommend seat belts for this one. A little left. Here's 2-1. 90 knots, looking good. We'll keep the power in. Start to bring throttle back just a bit. And there it is. Let's see if we can hit Alpha 6 here. And we can. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flagstaff. Flagstaff traffic, Twin Cessna 866 Tango Whiskey. We're clear of runway 21, taxiing to parking via Alpha Flagstaff. All right, so we have made it to Flagstaff. Let's fire up flight replay, and we will see you on the next one after that. Get back into the air.